Hi, my name's Michael Matusik and I'm an independent property analyst. My firm has been employed to review new housing projects and we have been engaged to undertake this task for Brickworks at Alderley in Brisbane. Our review has found that Brickworks is one of the better new master planned infill developments that we have reviewed in Brisbane since I started my business over 20 years ago. In fact, I think it is one of Brisbane's best kept secrets. Here are 10 things I think you should know about this great new project. Brickworks has been delivered by one of the largest development companies in the world, Singaporean-based CDL, or City Developments Limited. CDL is a first-tier international company on par with, say, Lend-Lease. CDL have a proven track record of delivering their projects to spec, on budget and on time. So far, 222 dwellings have been approved on the Brickworks site, with further development of a similar nature planned by CDL. A master plan infill housing project in Brisbane is rare. Most of the time, new housing infill projects in Brisbane are on small sites holding just rows of townhouses or an apartment tower or two. Very little is supplied by the way of on-site amenity in Brisbane's infill projects. Most of them just maximise yield. Brickworks' approach is more akin to what is seen in Melbourne's middle ring suburbs. In Melbourne, such developments create their own community. Brickworks, to me, offers the same potential. My firm was recently engaged to find larger development sites, such as Brickworks, for an interstate-based developer. In short, we couldn't find any. There are a lack of similar sized sites across Brisbane's middle ring suburbs. Brickworks is one of a kind. And the brick spire, which of course stays and features in the overall open space provisions, plus the Brickworks history linkage, further enhances the project's uniqueness and pedigree. Brisbane City Council has also made it harder to develop new townhouses in their area. New housing projects need to meet new town planning guidelines regarding site size, and this will almost stop all new townhouse developments in Brisbane. Brisbane is no longer oversupplied with new apartments. It was several years ago, but since then, new developments have stopped being built. Yet demand for such property, especially in Brisbane's middle ring, has kept growing. As a result, Brisbane isn't building enough new quality apartments and townhouses targeting the owner-occupier market. The demand for new homes in Brickworks will escalate once COVID restrictions are lifted. We expect population flight from both Sydney and Melbourne to South East Queensland. Many will view Brickworks as great value for money, and a number of these new interstate migrants are likely to make Brickworks their new home. Brickworks is unique, and there are a few things I'd like to point out. 1. Limited overall dwellings. 2. Small buildings in height and number. 3. Single-loaded apartment buildings. 4. Lots of secure and on-site parking for residents and guests. 5. Curved streetscapes. 6. Extensive landscaping. 7. Massive private open space provisions. 8. Great facilities, fixtures, fittings and finish. Brickworks' on-site and private open space provision is close to 20 times more than the other medium density projects approved in Brisbane over the last 5 years. No other new housing project in Brisbane provides residents with as much private and usable open space as Brickworks does. Brickworks' housing plans have been through the ringer. They have been worked over and over again to make them some of the best that I've seen in recent years. Here are some things worth pointing out. 1. Flow-through apartments. Better climate comfort, less need for air conditioning. 2. Separate bedrooms, shared tenants, space between residents and guests and visiting grandchildren. 3. Large balconies. Enjoy the view and Brisbane's climate. 4. Multi-purpose front balconies and separate laundries. 5. Galley kitchen with plenty of storages and island benches. 6. Ensuite bathrooms with great lighting. 7. Study nooks or study areas and multi-purpose rooms in the larger apartments. Brickworks is designed for owner residents. Two buyer groups, first home buyers and downsizers, are showing the most interest. The project is pet friendly and it is child friendly too. Many buyers are likely to have a young child or grandchildren. For mine, Brickworks will attract a wide range of buyers, mostly owner residents, and given the project's unique design, the residents will bond and create their own local community, something that is increasingly wanted and our recent work shows that buyers will pay a premium for. Brickworks in the years to come will become a much sought after address in Brisbane. Brisbane is in the recovery phase of the property clock. This happens when demand starts to exceed supply. Prices and rents usually rise during the recovery phase, accelerating as the market approaches an upswing and market peak. Now is a great time to buy a new home in Brisbane. So there you have it. And there are plenty of local things of importance too. 2 railway stations are minutes away, and so are the big shops, and plenty of local cafes as well, with new funky spaces emerging too. Plus several of Brisbane's major hospitals and employment nodes are close by as well. But I want to close this video with some words about the benefits of buying off-plan. 1. All you need now is a deposit. 2. The earlier you buy, the more time you have to sell your home and move from interstate or overseas. 3. You get the widest choice of homes. 4. Within reason, you can change some internal things, which becomes very expensive to do once construction starts. 5. You can lock in any future potential price rises. Remember, CDL are a major and very experienced developer. They finish what they start. Brickworks is a very impressive new infill project, something which is hard to supply in Brisbane, but is exactly what the city needs more of. It is a first in many ways for Brisbane and is worth a closer look.